First on Republic TV, Anil Deshmukh arrested. Getting in breaking news now. Okay, it's official now. Shravan with the breaking news story. First on Republic TV, it's 1:05 a.m. 1:05 a.m. Anil Deshmukh has been arrested. 1:05 a.m. Anil Deshmukh has been arrested under Section 19 of the PMLA. Breaking news on Republic TV. Just looking around, Shravan, nobody else is live, so I'm handing it over to you, Shravan. Take us to the breaking updates. Shravan, I see that you're still picking up more details.
First media network. Niranjan, I think so. We deserve to smile right now because we are the only network right now giving us first details. Only network giving authentic information that former Maharashtra Home Minister Anil Deshmukh has been placed under arrest by the Enforcement Directorate. We can also tell our viewers under Section 19 of the PMLA, former Maharashtra Home Minister has now been arrested. We can confirm for all our viewers after over 12 hours of questioning, Anil Deshmukh has now been placed under arrest. Third big arrest that has been made in the extortion case that was registered by the Enforcement Directorate. Big news coming in. Let's do a quick recap of what we know so far. This was around noon that former Maharashtra Home Minister Anil Deshmukh appeared before the Enforcement Directorate. Straight away, 12 hours of questioning. Investigating officer as well as several other officials were examining Anil Deshmukh, confronted with statements that have been recorded by the Enforcement Directorate. And finally, the arrest has now taken place is what we are being told.
That's a big breaking news update on Republic TV, 1:05, 1:07 a.m. 2 minutes back, we brought you the breaking news update. The moment I think the gates were shut, it was more or less clear. In fact, the moment he didn't leave, a little after. Usually, Shravan, we've seen, and you know better, when such questioning takes place, if they had to sort of call him back again, they would have perhaps let him go earlier, but that didn't happen. And he's now been officially arrested, and the delay also confirming that paperwork was perhaps underway on what was next. Shravan, it's a big setback, and it's a story that is going to blow up politically, I think. It's going to be a fiery Tuesday, isn't it?
There's absolutely no doubt. Sorry, Niranjan, I was just trying to get more details from my sources. I'm being told there are furthermore sections. Perhaps Swapnil Kala also help us decipher them. Section 3 and Section 4 of the PMLA Act and Section 19 is what I'm being told. So it does turn out, as far as my understanding goes, that former Maharashtra Home Minister was not really cooperating with the Enforcement Directorate is what I'm being told right now. And thereafter, a decision was actually taken place. This was late in the evening, roughly about 10 o'clock. Roughly about 10 o'clock, what I can tell our viewers is when the meeting actually took place inside the Enforcement Directorate. Following that meeting, we are being told that top officials took a final call to arrest the former Maharashtra Home Minister. It was around 11:30, post 11:30, around midnight. Around midnight is when the process of arrest began. And that's at the same time, perhaps, Niranjan,
why you saying he was not cooperating?
When I was indicating.
I'm sorry if I heard you. Did I hear you correctly?
Right.
That he wasn't cooperating?
Well, he was certainly evasive with his responses, something that we had already predicted, simply because he had already set the tone before going to the Enforcement Directorate, where he's essentially saying that you cannot go ahead and believe what a person like Sachin Waze or Parambir Singh is essentially saying. And where exactly is the proof of the fact that there was a private meeting that took place inside by official residence to begin with? And secondly, how do you really come to a conclusion that the money that was being collected by Sachin Waze was not being utilized by him and his gang that was actually operating? But it turns out that the Enforcement Directorate, which we are not privy to at this point in time.
Stay with me. Getting in some breaking news responses. MR Venkatesh joining us on the phone line. MR, 1:10 a.m., 5 minutes back, got a confirmation that Anil Deshmukh has been formally placed under arrest by the Enforcement Directorate after nearly 12 hours of questioning. Your first response, MR?
It has happened, and it was bound to happen. And people like me were expecting it to happen because we had the information that this was there in the script. But it took 12 hours for the ED to actually wait and interrogate him, and probably he did not cooperate. And this arrest is primarily because he has not cooperated with the ED in the investigation, and he has not given various facts and other details that the ED were asking. That's why the arrest has happened. And as they say in Hindi, "Der aaya to do bhi theek hai, durust hai." So it's good that it's happened. It's a pointer that the ED is not going to take any nonsense.
Yeah. And what's your take on, the man who filed this complaint, based on whom all of this is happening? And you have three people in this case, right? Two of them proven to be dubious. One is on the run. Reports are he's in Belgium, right? And what do you make of it? Who do you take at face value in this case?
No, see, nothing should be taken at face value. The investigation is on, and ED is doing its job in terms of investigating. And I'm sure Mr. Deshmukh would be entitled to get a bail right through from tomorrow morning onwards when he is presented before the magistrate. But be that as it may, the most important thing is that these are very important developments in our nation building, because high and mighty have always kept a view that they are above the law, that law cannot catch up with them. They can even run out to Belgium or whichever place that you are talking about. But somewhere or the other, once the enforcement or any of these agencies get cracking, then good luck to you.
Thank you, MR. Thank you, MR.